So good morning to one and all. So today in this video, we are going to do the analysis of Nifty and Bank Nifty. So previously, whatever levels we have discussed, exactly the index was following that. So if you want, you can clearly go through the previous videos. So today again, we'll try to refine the levels. We'll try to observe what can happen over the coming days. So before that, if you're new to the channel, then definitely subscribe the channel and also press the bell icon to get instantly notified and do join the Telegram group. I'll provide link in the description. Okay, so firstly, we'll start our discussion with Nifty Bank. So clearly you can see, as I've mentioned earlier also, it was completely traveling in a channel, right? So if you observe, this was the channel that I've marked previously also. So this big red candle was basically because of the election event. So after the election event, we know again a good reversal was seen in the markets. A big green candle was there. After that, continuously markets are also going in the upside direction. So now if you see the major level here, if I mark the high, 1 second, if I mark the high somewhere around here, right? So this was the resistance. So now if you see currently, even the index is facing a resistance near this particular level on the daily chart. So ultimately, if you want to expect a directional upside movement, so it needs to break those particular levels. So then only we can expect that the markets will continue the upside direction. So what is the first level here? I'm marking 51,157. And after that, we have a second level here, which is coming somewhere around 50,135, right? So this zone, 51,000 to this particular level, whatever you have marked here, 50,137. So that particular zone is going to be a consolidation phase for the index. So once it breaks that particular area very freely, we can expect markets will continue that particular upside trend. Else, we might see some downside move to consolidation. So that also might not be very big because already we know the index is following a very good lower low, I mean higher highs and higher lows pattern. So that is obviously a healthy pattern, right? So main levels, as I mentioned, 50,135 and 51,157. So these two levels on the daily time frame are going to be very important, right? So for going in the direction. So now coming towards the downside, if you're expecting any downside move, so what are the levels you need to focus? So first level is going to be 49,133. Obviously 50,000 is going to be a psychological level. So after 50,000 directly, we have a 1,000 points range that is around 49,133. So these two levels, I mean, one is 51,000, then 50,000, then 49,000. So these three regions are going to be very important for the coming days. You can keep them in your radar if you're trying to take any positional trade. So I am basically expecting again a consolidation phase. So if you go to weekly chart also, you'll observe. So this was a big type of a candle. So where markets came down again, it respected there. So it might take some upside move with small candles, because after this much big move, market generally tries to take a small break, some small consolidation might be seen. So this particular week also we observed that, well and good. You can expect a nice amount of trade if you're doing any intraday trading or if you're doing any option selling. But if it hits in both the directions, so then it might be little bit problematic, right? So this is on weekly time frame. Next, if we go to 15 minutes and if we try to analyze the intraday levels, so intraday levels are working very well. So if you see, this was the range that I've mentioned previously, right? If you observe, so from here to here, this was the basic consolidation range for the index. In that range itself, continuously, it was going up, coming down, going up, coming down. So unless and until it doesn't break 49,500 and 50,250, we can't expect any directional move. And one more thing is, you can see this is somewhat a cup and handle type of a pattern. A big cup and handle pattern is being generated here, right? So still it didn't give any breakout here. So obviously it is taking that time. So once it breaks this 50,250, so you can go for a buy trade, right? Above 50,250. I'm marking here 50,250. So above that, you can go for a buy. And next one is below. What is this level here? Below, if you see here, 1 second. below 49,500. Below 49,500, you can expect a downside movement. Below 49,500, you can expect a downside move. So that might be little aggressive also, because after this much big consolidation, generally aggressive moves might come. Okay, we have a support at 49,000, but that might also get breached if a big side downfall is visible. So keep these things in your radar. So unless and until it doesn't break this range, which we discussed previously, you can't expect a directional move, but it will try to consolidate here, right? So now let's go to Nifty 50. So there we'll try to analyze, okay, Nifty 50, what can be done? Nifty 50 is looking a little bullish as compared to Bank Nifty, right? So firstly, if you analyze on daily chart, right? Daily chart, if you see, comfortably, it has come above the major resistance. So what is that resistance? So let me mark the trend line here, right? So if you observe here, it very clearly. Okay. See, so this was the major levels, right? Previously also, if you see, this was the major resistance. So now if you observe comfortably, if you observe here, so previously it was going like this, see, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Comfortably, it was facing resistance here, 23,000. Right, so once it breached 23,000, again it came down, but now you can see comfortability is sustaining about 23,000. So nothing to worry. So directly we can say that Nifty is looking little bullish as compared to Bank Nifty. Support is going to be this level. 23,300 is going to be your support in the short term point of view. And obviously we know 23,500 is going to be next resistance. And comfortable, if it breaks those levels, you can expect upside rally. 23,500 above, we can expect a directional movement. And below 23,300, we can see a small downside movement. And it can retest 23,000 again, because that was a very strong resistance. Previously, multiple times we have seen a price action there. So 23,000 is going to be a very, very strong resistance, very strong support in case if it is coming in the downside direction. Okay, so keep that particular level in radar. And this is only for positional point of view. 23,500 is the upper side resistance. 23,300 is going to be on the downside direction, which you need to keep in your radar. Okay, so next, if we go towards the 15 minutes time frame, right? 15 minutes time frame, if you go, see, as I've mentioned, Nifty has given a very good move as compared to Bank Nifty. So currently this also is slightly in a range, but that range is not that big as Bank Nifty, right? So Bank Nifty was having a very big consolidation as compared to Nifty. So here you can see this is the one range I'm marking here, right? So this range is going to be very important. See, this range is going to be very important. So 23,500 is very close. So in case if it breaks the 23,500, then definitely you can see 23,550 and 23,600 in the intraday move itself, because this is a very good pattern being formed here. So breakout above this 23,500, you can expect a very good upside rally. Stop loss intraday point of view, just keep a very small stop loss wherever near the previous day low, okay, or that particular day's low also you can take as a stop losses. If it is breaking that, well and good, exit it. Okay, target also keep accordingly big targets. Stop losses also take according to your risk appetite. So my personal view is, who have experience, they'll take little bigger stop losses. Who can manage the risk, they'll take bigger stop losses. And people who can't, they'll exit with small moves, right? So keep this level. So about 23,500, I'm going to buy. I'm writing here about 23,500, just buy the index, expecting 50 to 100 points move. SL also, as I mentioned, according to risk appetite, you can keep it, right? So next, in the downside direction, if I'm expecting market will come down, so I've mentioned which level. Which level did I mention? See here, 23,190, 23,190. I'm marking here, 23,190. Below, you're going to make a sell position, and it can be aggressive, and you can expect easily 100 points downside move if it breaks that. Slow and steadily, based on candle closing, you can expect that. Okay. So these are the levels for Nifty intraday point of view and swing trade point of view. Also, we have done the analysis. So if you have any further queries, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you for watching.